welcome to this week's episode of Let's Talk About Fantastic Beasts. Today we are going to be talking about JobberKnolls. As always, I will be using my copy of Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, so let's just get started. So, JobberKnoll, Ministry of Magic Classification 2, which is harmless/maybe domesticated. The JobberKnoll, Northern Europe and America, is a tiny blue speckled bird which eats small insects. It makes no sound until the moment of its death, at which point it lets out a long scream made up of every sound it has ever heard, regurgitated backwards. JobberKnoll feathers are used in truth serums and memory potions, and that's all the book says. The description of the JobberKnoll, that it repeats everything it has ever heard before it dies, is perhaps a reference to the old myth that swans were supposed to sing a beautiful melody at the moment of their death, hence Swan's Song. And that really is all there is to it when it comes to JobberKnolls. There's not much known about them at all. So this episode is going to be pretty short. So, will we see a JobberKnoll in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them? I would like to say yes. And the reason I would like to say that is because we haven't seen one in Harry Potter. As far as I'm aware, we haven't seen one in the video games. So we haven't seen a JobberKnoll at all. We only have the description here. With Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, I'd like a mix of creatures we already know and are aware of, creatures that we've already seen in Harry Potter, and a mix of creatures that we've never seen before. And I think a JobberKnoll would fit nicely into there, and Fantastic Beasts could make their own story up to do with JobberKnolls. I mean, of course they'll consult J.K. Rowling, because I'm sure she knows a lot more about JobberKnolls than she has let us into. But with the Fantastic Beasts thing, if they were going to do something like a Thestral or a Hippogriff, they already know everything about that, or the majority of things about that. Whereas with the JobberKnoll, you have a tiny, tiny paragraph of information, and Fantastic Beasts could really, expand upon that. And it would be nice to see, like I said, some new beasts that we've never seen before. So this is the part where we normally talk about mythology. There is no mythology to a JobberKnoll, because J.K. Rowling invented it. There are a few birds that are blue. We know that there are blue birds in the world, so she may have took inspiration from some of them. And it was also previously mentioned about the swan song. She might have took inspiration from a swan, but we could speculate for hours on what she took inspiration on to make a creature, but there's no mythology for this at all, so we can't really do that section. And finally, we usually talk about merchandising. Is there any merchandise to do with a JobberKnoll? And the answer for me is a definite no. There isn't any merchandise. I've never seen any merchandise for JobberKnolls. I mean, someone could have handmade some stuff, on Etsy and stuff, but I've never ever seen anything to do with JobberKnolls, and the only mention I've ever really seen of a JobberKnoll is in the book. So really, that's all we can say. So it's a very short episode this week. But I hope this was informative in the sense that you might not have known that JobberKnolls even existed in the Harry Potter universe, and now you do. So next week we will be talking about hoo-hoos, which is a funny name. Hoo-hoos are also something I don't think we've ever seen in Harry Potter, so that would be interesting to talk about as well, hopefully. So thank you very much for watching this episode of Let's Talk About Fantastic Beasts. I'm sorry it's not a long one and there's not much to talk about, but I hope you enjoyed it anyway. So thank you very much, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.